Hello everyone, Mike Hurd, your host of the Amateur Retriever Podcast. Boy, they're finally nice enough to get out here and do some training, and we've been training hard the last couple of days. Started off getting these guys in shape, exercising them, doing some lining drills, etc. about 5 days ago, and well, it's a good time to do a land tune-up drill. And that's what this episode of the Amateur Retriever Podcast is about. This is day 3. I did videotape day 2 yesterday, and I hope to do maybe 4 more days of this in a row if we have good enough weather to do so. So we got 8 blinds set up, and I'm dividing this down into 2 sections. We're going to run 4 blinds with one dog, then I'll put that dog up. I'll run 4 blinds again with the next dog, and put that dog up. Grab the other dog. We're going to walk over about 100 yards to a different mound, and we're going to run 4 other blinds. So 8 blinds in total in this land tune-up drill. And a lot of concepts here, a lot of great concepts on this property. Got this great big mound I'm sitting on right here. Come here, Ray. Sit down. We're running, kind of clipping this mound. Running on the side, running up and over the top. And that's the first 4. Then we're going to walk over here to a small mound, and we're going to run on and off of that. Sit down. Sit down. And from here, I'm actually running over that mound, so I'm making them go over a mound real close and go over a mound that's about 100 yards away. There's a lot of keyholes in here. There's a lot of scrub brush in here that the dogs want to go around. And I'm fighting constantly trying to get them to go through it. And it's great, great training. So we're going to take a look at day 2 of this this land tune-up drill. And again, we're running 8 blinds and lots of whistle stops, lots of casting going on here. A lot of great concepts here for these 2 dogs. These 2 black dogs behind me, River and Doppler. River's 2 years old. He just turned 2 a week ago. And Doppler's just under a year and a half. So very, very young dogs here running this concept. And again, we ran today under some bright sunshine. It was beautiful out here. In fact, the sun was behind me, so the dogs had to turn. When they look at me, they're looking kind of into the sun trying to find me. Yesterday it was a cloudy day and there was great visibility for casting. Today the wind's different. Yesterday the wind was out of the northeast. Today the wind's out of the south. So every single day we run this, we run into a little bit different weather as we run this pattern, or not this pattern, but this land tune-up drill. So all right, let's get into details. I'll get a green screen here, and these guys are already bored of me talking. All right, let's get into land tune-up drill. This is something I learned from the Elite Retriever Revolution with retriever trainer Pat Burns. This was his January topic, and I'm probably going to share this with Pat, and I'd love to get his feedback on this. Pat has a land tune-up drill in Georgia that he runs at the first of the year, along with several other pros, and had a lot of in-depth conversation about this particular tune-up drill, and I'm trying to mimic that as much as I can. The only thing I don't have on this training ground anyway are jump obstacles. I have nothing for them to jump over. There are a few logs, and I'll share that with you here in the video. But the thing I do have, and I took advantage of on this property, was a lot of, I call it buck brush, or scrub brush. It's nothing really hard on the dogs to go through. It's just kind of scratchy a little bit and stuff, but it's nothing that they're going to get hurt through. But I'm going to have a few battles on getting them to go through the middle of these patches of scrub brush that are out in the field. But this is a land tune-up drill. We're running 4 blinds next to this large mound you see here on the bottom of the video. We're going to cut the corner of that mound 4 times. I'm going to make them go fat and then skinny and then kind of skim next to it on 4 of those blinds. And then I'm going to put River up, and then I'm going to grab my young dog Doppler. We're going to run that with Doppler. And then I'm going to put him up, and then we're going to move down the road, and we're going to run over a smaller mound. And we're going to make them go over that 4 times too. So we're going to run 8 land blinds. And I broke it up into 4, and then put the dog up, and then let them catch their breath. And then we're going to run the next 4. So I'm not running these 8 in a row. That's just the way I chose to do it. It's very, very cool out this time of the year in Montana. Nice and cool in the mornings, in the teens and 20s, in fact, so they weren't going to get overheated here. But it was something I Really thoroughly enjoyed, and I'll have more comments on that here at the end of the video. But let's take a look at Black Blizzard Atmospheric River.
What's going on? I got drones in the air and all kinds of craziness going on here, Riv.
I don't know if I'm
Go
talking
do a dead
him
bird.
into it
Heel.
or me.
Dead. Good, dead.
All right, blind number 1.
Here. Here, sit. Here, dead.
River just turned 2 a week ago.
Back. No. Here.
So he flared.
Yeah.
Try to go
Here,
around
try it again.
that scrub brush. No e-collar correction there at all.
Come
None.
on.
That was just a simple
Heel.
recall. Simple
Heel.
recall.
Heel. Good. Here, dead. Here. Back.
That's better. Just a simple recall, and I got a much better line.
Good dog.
2 casts to get up on top of that little mound.
Back.
No hands back. I don't care if he went right or left, because I could see him when he got off the backside of that mound.
And it was pretty. Had a little recall there because he wanted to flare around this scrubby stuff up front. Over. Good dog.
And please note this. This is something professional retriever trainer Bill Totten taught me a long time ago. When you're training,
Good. All right, good dog, good dog. Good dog.
when you're training, run the blind on the way
Sit.
out and then on the way back in. Get double the training in.
Back.
All right, blind number 2.
Back.
And I'm going to stop there real quick. I just want to note that you see me handling down here in the bottom corner. The camera is looking at me. If the camera was behind me, you would see the actual cast. So you're seeing me cast where you're seeing in front of see the camera over there to the left of that holding blind. So in fact, it's not a mirrored image. So it's the opposite of you may see what looks like a right hand cast is actually a left hand cast. Just wanted to note that because it looks bizarre and something I'm going to have to try and see if I can fix that. If I had the camera behind me, you'd actually see the correct cast that I'm giving the dog. Now we're going to have a battle here.
Over.
This is just attrition.
Good. Back.
There's a nick.
No.
So that was twice I told him not to go that way. So that was a nick. Now I'm casting, he's coming in, so I got to change
Back.
that. So that comes with a verbal. There you go. Now we got it.
Good. Back.
Punch him through the keyhole. Boom. All right, so that's blind number 2. And again, we're going to handle on the way in.
Good. Okay, good.
So that's 2 of 8, but it's 2 of 4 from this specific spot.
All right, sit.
Check my drone. You can hear the drone buzz.
I'm sure that one is 2. Heel. Do another dead bird. Heel. Heel. Come here. Another dead bird. Sit. Here. 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 No, here.
trying
Here.
to pull him in.
Here.
As soon as I
Here.
pull him in and I step closer to him, he
Here.
pushes off of me. Gonna get a little tap. I cut that out.
Back.
So he locked in there. Okay, that log is not online.
No, no.
But I'm
Back.
going to stop right there and just note that even though that log is not online, he made the effort to run up towards that log and then didn't want to jump over it. Even though he's offline, I'm going to make him jump over that because I think that's a critical thing you're going to find in some hunt tests and field trials. They put a log out there like that, and I know up at Treasure State Grounds there are a lot of logs like that, and I want him to think that it's not something you go around, it's something you go over. That's Doppler looking on the truck, by the way. That's not River. Got to be quick on the whistle to get him to go through this scrub brush.
Good dog. Good.
When he does it
All
right,
right, Riv. Good.
lots of praise.
Good dog. Good dog.
Okay, here comes a beep. Don't want him to go around.
Back. Good.
Again, you can see me handling down there. It looks like I'm handling the wrong way, but I'm actually handling the correct
Got
way.
the log. Good dog. Good dog.
If the camera was behind me, you would have a
Sit.
better or more accurate
All right,
view
last
of that.
one. Way out there, big dog.
So this
Here,
blind probably
Heel.
will look familiar if you
Here.
follow the channel.
Dead.
This
Way
blind
out.
I taught back in December.
Back.
This is a 250-yard blind. Three keyholes, three keyholes. And a lot of section on the right. That's where the other two blinds were.
Good dog. Back.
Nice stop right there. That was a beautiful job of him stopping. And that's one of the things I like about this dog. He doesn't run with his butt on fire at 120 miles an hour. He's more measured.
Oh, he's getting it. Got a guy. Good dog. Good. Woo! Out up there, Riv. Here. Woo! Good dog. Good dog. All right, all right. Good dog, good dog. Yee-haw! Whoop, whoop. Woo-woo! Happy, happy! Happy, happy! Sit.
I know it was hard for you guys to tell on that clip. I was damn proud of that dog. I was, and I let him know it. And I think that's important in dog training. All right, so we moved our line. There comes blind number 5. We moved down the road. Let me stop here for a second. We moved down the road. And see this little mound right here? This is the mound I made him go over on the first blind. So now we moved down here, and we're going to cross the lines to the first set of 4 blinds. We're going to cross over those lines. And I've got a white diamond out here. This is basically representing a gun station. And I hope tomorrow, when my wife can help me, that I can actually have a person sitting in a chair and make the dog run towards a live person. And some dogs don't like that. And we're going to learn a lot about River here in these last 4 blinds. Even though they're not as long, there are several things in here that I'm going to note in his training log. And one of those things is what's going to happen right now.
Here. Here. No. Here, good. Here. Here. Good. Here. 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 Back.
He flares left. Flared left right there. All right, get him back online. Oh, he's a little right. I'm going to give him a left-hand cast because it's important. I'm going to stop the video right there. It's important that I clip these little clumps of cover because it's the middle part of the blind. It's the only thing out there, so it's important to get this. Now, I'm going to let this play out for a second. And he flared left again. So he got through this, and then he immediately started veering off towards the left. Now, I could have done one of two things, and I chose to do the latter. I could have stopped him, casted him back to the line to the blind, or I'm going to let him make a mistake. I'm going to let him disappear, and then I'm going to try and stop him and see if he can find me. Now I'm going to start walking this cast to the right, and he immediately went left again. Now, did he see me? Doesn't matter. I'm assuming he saw me, and he wanted to go left because he went left off the mound, and then he got in there and kept wanting to go left. There's a nick here. There's a low level 2 nick and a come in.
Here!
So let him sit there for a second, gave him a tap on a 2, and brought him in.
Back!
Now we're casting away from that hazard. Okay, so he's a little offline. Now I'm going to cast him back towards the blind and let him know that that's what I wanted. So hopefully you learned something there. So again, on the way back, I'm going to make him go through this cover. And this is something I'm going to note in day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to try and clean this part of it up. Because I don't want him to think he can just disappear off behind the cover and not find me. Good training, right?
Sit.
Blind number 5.
Here.
All right, now we're going to move over a little bit.
Back.
Try and go through these decoys. Look at this. Noting this. Flaring left. I let him carry that a ways. I don't have these decoys quite centered, but I wanted him to go down the middle of this decoy, so he's a little offline. The wind is blowing from right to left. Still just way too offline, too far to the left. I'm trying to get him to the right. No, he's just downwind. Boom. All right, that's blind number 6. Again, on the way back, I'm going to make him come through the decoys. I mean, ideally, I should have cut the corner of that scrub brush there. But he's definitely making him come back over the top of this mound.
Drop. Here. Easy. Easy.
All right,
Here.
this is
Easy.
probably a 50-yard land blind.
Easy. Easy.
Sweet talking him into it.
Here. Here.
Voice inflection
Back.
is everything here. Look at this. What does he do? Veered left. Making a note of that in his training log. Right now he's veering left. He's going to do it again. I'm going to put him in a sweet spot here. I mean, barely offline. He gets right in there and starts veering left. No. No e-collar correction there. I just casted him.
Good dog. Good.
So that's blind number 7. One more to go.
Drop. Sit. Sit.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video real quick. I just want to emphasize that blind number 1, we ran where I'm standing. We ran towards it. I made him get on top of this mound and run deep of that mound and get blind number 1. So now I'm just reversing it, and I'm making them run back to the original line of where we're at. We're in the first 4 blinds.
Here. Here. Sit. Here. Dead. Here. Back.
Veering left again.
Back.
See how nice and measured he is? I don't have to be 200 yards out ahead of him. Oh, he got that brush. So he had difficulty getting that brush on the first blind. And now I'm just going to make him go up to the top of the mound.
Good dog, good dog. All right, Riz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, good dog.
That's blind 8 of
Do
8.
it.
All right, that's the land tune-up drill. This is something, again, I learned from Pat Burns in his Elite Retriever Revolution. And once he opens that up, I highly recommend you jump in there. He has a lot of great training video, a lot of discussions, Q&A, and Zoom calls several times a month. It's one of the things I've found a lot of value in. And really, I've taken those 2 young dogs, River being one of them, through his bomb-proof basics. And then I kind of migrated that into the Retriever Revolution. Now I'm working on intermediate and advanced training. This is something I've never done before. I've been training dogs since 1990, and I've never gone through a long duration, day in, day after day, running the same thing. So I'm really hopeful that by the time we're done with day 5, 6, 7, we'll see how it goes, that these 2 young dogs are going to have a solid line blind running experience, and they're going to have a lot of whistle stops, a lot of casts, and I'm going to learn a lot from these 2 young dogs as I get ready to run the hunt, test, and field trial game coming up here in a couple of months. So this is the land tune-up drill, 8 blinds, ran on 2 different lines. I think one of the other things I may do, like for example on blind number 8 in the next several days, I might do a remote cast where I'll sit the dog down where I'm standing there, kind of back away and give them either an over or straight back or something like that and do a remote cast. But incorporating blinds, scrub brush, mounds, keyholes, distance, long blinds, short blinds, a lot of good stuff right there. A lot of good stuff. And I'm just tickled to death that the weather finally cooperated and we're back into training season. And I hope to have more content like this to share with you in the weeks to come as, again, I try and train my young dogs from basic to intermediate to advanced, running master, and I'll hope to get into some qualifyings here in the next couple of months. And, of course, little Doppler, I'm going to try and run him in some derbies as well, and then try and get into some master hunter tests as well. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, we're going to repeat this for 4 or 5 more days. Again, every single day I come out, the weather's a little different. This was a cloudy day, good visibility. Today, when I ran this for the 3rd day in a row, it was bright sunshine, and it was chilly. It was in the teens and 20s, and the wind was completely out of the opposite direction. So, again, every time I go up and run this every single day, it's going to be a little bit different weather-wise, and that's good training in itself. See you next time. Hope you enjoy this. Leave a comment down below. Please like, sub, and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you comment and let me know if this can help you in your training. All right? See you on the next one.